I'm in absolute awe that I can just hear my neighbor right now. This is insane. I'm going to try to record. I really want to talk about a couple movies today. I got another special heart to heart episode lined up here. We're going to do the top 3 movies to fall asleep to in 2022. Because, being completely honest, I didn't watch that many movies in 2022, but there were 3 that I watched that helped me sleep a lot. Like, passed out after a baby, freshly changed sleep. I think they sleep after that. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I slept like a baby through these 3 movies. Highly recommend them if you want something on in the background or you're just trying to fall asleep. Throw on one of these movies. One of them actually makes me mad, so we'll get to that. But without further ado, here are my top 3 movies to fall asleep to in 2022. In third place, we have Disney's Pinocchio with Tom Hanks. And that's basically why it's on this list, is because, even as terrible as it is, I just got a soft spot for Tom Hanks. Don't we all kind of, Except for his own son. But yeah, I basically made it through none of this movie. I started to nod off, it was a little late, and I was like, I just want to watch something. And I thought, is Pinocchio, why not? Throw it on, see what's going to happen. I know whatever movie I kind of put on right now, I'm just not going to register too hard. It's like, let's put on the Pinocchio movie. I know it's going to be bad, so why not? Let's just put it on now, right? And I know I could not tell you kind of anything about this movie aside from I heard Tom Hanks and I started to just kind of, fall to sleepies. And then I woke up to Tom Hanks and then the movie finished. So I slept for like a good hour and a half. I felt pretty good after. Tom Hanks is very soothing to fall asleep to. And I should just tell you something about the movie itself. Like, I have no idea. It's just bad. So that's not why we're here. We're here to find out what movies are good to fall asleep to. And that is definitely a good one if you're looking for a nice, this would be a good movie, not for a long sleep. Like, you're going to sleep for the duration of this movie and probably not much longer. So maybe like a nightcap, to put you to bed. And then you wake up during the credits and then you crawl into bed. Or maybe like you want to have a nap during the day. I would suggest put on the Disney's Pinocchio movie. In second place, oh my God, in second place, we have the Uncharted movie with Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. I have opinions about this movie. I'll get my opinions out of the way quick. I just thought Tom Holland for Nathan Drake was a terrible pick. The Fan movie with Nathan Fillion in like 2018 or something was so much better on just every level. Now this movie, I didn't want to fall asleep to because I wanted to actually watch it and kind of review it because I'm like, I like Uncharted. I really want this movie to not be bad. It just did not fit the bill for me. But I slept for a long time. I put it on. I watched maybe 20 minutes or so. And then all of a sudden, it was just not the movie anymore. I slept for like 3 hours or something. And that was when I woke up. I crawled right into bed afterwards. I was kind of like, I didn't finish the movie. Shit. And I ended up finishing it the next day. It's not where I just don't even. I don't know. It's not for me. Might be for you. Helped me fall asleep though. I was so awake going into that movie and it put me right to sleep. So if you're looking for a movie to get you ready for bed, to get you ready for that next 2, if you're looking for a movie to warm you up for your bed, you're going to get cozy on the couch, fall asleep, and you're going to wake up and it's going to be like you never watched the movie. You're just going to crawl in the bed and you're wake up the next day and you're going to go, I tried to watch Uncharted last night. So that's why that movie's at number 2. I've got it's whatever in itself, but you sleep for a decent amount of time. Now number one, I'm gonna have one honorable mention, and it's kind of a weird one because it's an anime. If you're looking for an anime to fall asleep to, I thought the Black Summoner was like weirdly boring, and it could be cool. Like the concept's pretty cool. It's almost like Pokemon, but anime, but not with monsters at all. The only thing that's similar with Pokemon is instead of you killing all your enemies, you like make them help. You like catch them essentially. He essentially catches some of the big cool enemies that he fights and has them fight for him. But he only does it once. And then the rest of the show is kind of just like slice of life almost. But whenever I wanted a nice little quick nap, some right before bed to kind of push me to that limit to where I catch myself going like this, that was the anime I put on. I'm kind of sorry to say that. But that's why I feel like it's an honorable mention. Now, number 1. My number 1 movie to fall asleep to in 2022. Thor: Love and Thunder. I genuinely disliked this movie. I'm not going to go into too much of a rant about it because I just didn't like it. The one thing I will say, it's like, how dare you use Christian Bale and like that? How dare you? How dare you? And how dare you use such a villain? I fell asleep about halfway through this movie. I actually watched a decent amount of it. I fell asleep right about the halfway point. And I slept through like the entire night essentially. I woke up. I was so confused. It was one of those, it was kind of quick. It was like 5 hours. I slept for so long. I started this movie at like a decent time. And I just woke up in the middle of the night, like not knowing where I was or what was going on. I have a Roku. So like my Roku screen's just like going across the city skyline. I'm like, oh, this is nice. And then I was like, oh, I fell asleep during Thor: Love and Thunder. But when did I fall asleep during it? And I couldn't figure out when I fell asleep during it. That's how much I had slept, how tired I was. I went back to bed. I didn't care that it was like 4 or something. So that movie, not only did it make me angry, but I slept for so, like, you see the trend here, you know, I sleep for an hour and a half. The next one was like I slept for 3 hours. And then this movie I slept for like 4 or 5 hours. It's a good chunk of time. These are some good movies to fall asleep to. But Thor: Love and Thunder is number 1 because I shouldn't have had any real hope for that movie. That's on me, I think. But that was my last straw for Marvel, was that movie right there. So I was putting up I just wanted to talk about those because I thought of that idea and I thought it was pretty funny. Those are 3 movies that immediately came into my head that I did not like and or was upset with and or was angry with in that specific order. Well, Uncharted and Thor, I was back and forth. I was like, eh. But ultimately, Thor, I was just more upset with. So there you go. If you made it this far, thank you very much. I appreciate you clicking on this video out of all the other videos. We got my top 5 anime review for 2022 as well. And I got a lot more videos where that came from. So you should subscribe and watch some more videos because you should not do anything else other than watch these videos. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Happy 2023. Hopefully we can find a couple more movies to fall asleep to in this year. But until then, see ya.
I remember very fondly a lake nymph called Nimue. Very talented with a sword.
Mumia.
I meant that literally. Shame on you. She made the best swords in all the Isles and had big dreams about what she'd do with them one day.
Did he just make a dick? Did he just make a dick joke? What the fuck was that? Penis? I'm thinking of penis now. That's all I can think about. Am I bad? They're bad. They're bad.